Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Malik Holmes, a freshman at Marian University. Is that correct?
Yep.
Look at that. So exact. First question, why did you pick Marian?
To be honest, so I'm from Fond du Lac, so like this school is like pretty local for me. And I just didn't like I didn't want to move too far away from my family and my great grandma and all that because like I'm a very family oriented person. So like being too far from my family like kind of a problem for me. I don't like being too far from them.
Okay. You grew up, so you're born and raised in Fondy?
Nah, I was born in Chicago, Illinois, like right on where Cicero and Pulaski is?
Yes.
I was born over there. And then at like 5, me and my family moved to Oshkosh. Then at like 8, we moved to Fond du Lac. And from 8 to now, I've been in Fond du Lac.
Cicero and Pulaski. So God, so that means you're a South Sider.
Yep.
I know exactly what I said, unfortunately, because that's where I'm from. Okay. So then you moved to Oshkosh. Tell me life in Oshkosh.
I mean, I was still like kind of young. I went to Merrill Elementary School,
Okay.
and that's all I remember. Like my brain, I didn't have the full consciousness yet.
Okay. And then so you live in Oshkosh or you live in Fondy? Like how's it? What's the deal here?
So I live in Fondy. I live in Fondy, but I lived in Oshkosh for like a stint of time, then moved to Fondy because my great grandma got a house here for all of us.
Okay. So what is it like growing up in Fond du Lac? Because it's different going to school there, but like being a Fondy native is as a black student, as a black kid, has to be an experience.
Yeah, I mean, so when I first got here, I went to Chegwin Elementary School.
Okay.
It's a pretty nice school. It's very boring. Like me, like there's like not a lot of black kids. So like the black kids I did like find, we were always sticking together and everything.
Right.
We'd find basketball hoops, play peg and all that stuff, like do little dares. Like if you make this shot, you gotta go do that at school or something like that. It wasn't
Okay.
too much. It was kind of boring. Like there's not really much to do here in Fondy.
No kidding. It's weird because so when I got to Fond du Lac millions and millions of years ago, there was literally like 10 people in the city. So it's to hear like someone actually grew up here. It's kind of weird for me. Um, so besides that, like what else did you do? Like you just got into sports or
Yeah, I the only way to stay out of trouble here is to play sports because like there's nothing to do here and places that have nothing to do, all there is trouble for you to do.
oh, that's
So
absolutely
we it was sports or nothing for us, and that's just what all of my friends did. That's how like I really connected with people was just through sports because everyone else that didn't play sports, like they don't have like the best career paths right now for themselves or like the best future planned out.
right.
So sports is like the heart of Fond du Lac. Like everyone is known for their sports in Fond du Lac.
What were your sports that you like went after or got good
So
at?
high school, football, basketball, and track, but basketball didn't really pan out. I wasn't as good as my peers, and I probably didn't put in as much work as my peers. Then football, it was like iffy. I got a really bad concussion, so that kind of messed up a lot of stuff. But track is like I was able to do track every year consistently.
That's cool. And kind of fell in love with track.
Yeah.
All right. And now you're one of the you first well, no, because Marion's had a track team for a while, apparently.
It's like on and off. Like they have
Okay.
one, then they don't, then they have one, then they don't. It's very hit or miss.
All right. But this year they do.
Yes.
This year they're
This
the
year we
track
hit.
team. All right. And you guys had your first track meet
Yep.
last week.
Yep.
All right. Tell me how your first track meet as a college student goes.
Oh man. So I ran at Ripon before. It's a pretty nice facility. It's a pretty good indoor track. I ran the 60 there and I was extremely nervous. In my opinion, I was just nervous and that kind of messed up everything for me. Like I went on the line, I was worried about the other guys that I'm running against, and I ran against like a lot of upperclassmen. So that's already like scary for me. I'm running against these guys that have been doing this for like quite some time now. These guys are like 23, 24 years old running against me, and I'm only 19. And I it was just the first meet jitters. Like I ran
Yeah.
really bad. Like I ran extremely bad because first meet jitters got to me.
I mean, of course. I mean, if it's your first time, absolutely.
Yeah.
You ran it, so you guys were at Ripon.
Yeah.
Um, the iron. So what's the cool thing about Ripon? Rippon's Robert Dooley is in the Athletic Hall of Fame. I thought the field was named after. I get maybe the track was named. Maybe it's not. I know he's in the Hall of Fame up there. He's in the Ripon Hall of Fame. He's like a legendary coach. Um, a lot of his daughters went to Marian, ironically enough. That's the
A
funny
lot of his
part.
others went
Yeah.
to Marian.
You did. Oh, see, this is new information for you. Yes. One of his daughters went to school with me, Marissa Dooley, Karina Dooley. Yeah. He's from, yeah, he's a Ripon legend, track and field legend, Hall of Famer, but
But
his
his
daughters
family,
went to Marian.
that
Yes.
makes no sense at all.
It's, I know that. Well, welcome to Wisconsin. Um, tell me what life is like as a Marian student now for a freshman like you.
I mean, I feel like not trying to like gas myself up or anything, but I feel like I get praised in some points. Like a lot of people, like I get a lot of support from like quite a lot of people. Like a lot of my professors are always here for me. Dr. Gray, for example, you witnessed that over the week that you were here. Dr. Gray's a great guy. He does a lot for me. Like there's being a founding native and coming to Marion, like people see you like you're like just staying loyal to your community and you're like spending your time here at a school knowing that there's other options for you all over the place that are 100% better than here. So like being loyal to the city, I guess, is like kind of what's helped me and the people like kind of connect with me a lot more, you know?
Um, is that big for like what you're trying to do? Like, do you know what you want to do, or do you like have a like what your future looks like in your eyes right now?
Well, what I want to do, so I go to school for marketing and sports management.
Okay.
I really, really want to be a coach or market some sort of big sports team. But mainly a coach. Like I want to be a coach because I want to help kids do what none of my coaches were able to do for me and support them in ways when none of my coaches did for me when I was in high school. That's like
Mm.
my main goal.
Um, it sounds like you've been listening to this podcast. Um, it's funny you say so you've picked up from other coaches and you've kind of basically you've seen what you can and cannot do.
Yeah,
Um, like what sports would you like to go into that you're thinking about?
track, track 100%. Because my junior year, I feel like I had the best coach of all time, Kyle Jefferson. He played football at Madison, and he ran track there. He's our coach my junior year, and he's like by far the most inspirational coach that I had throughout all of my years of high school. And I picked up a lot from him because like he showed me that there's life outside of sports and how everything's a little bigger than just playing sports and all that stuff, you know?
Oh,
So
absolutely. Um, I think one of the things I've learned from being a coach, and again, dealing with other coaches from other realms and worlds and whatnot, and it's kind of what you said, like a lot of a lot of coaches become coaches because they've seen what other people have done. Like, I don't ever want to be anything like that, and kids shouldn't have to go through that, or this is how I would do it differently.
yeah.
Um, and it's kind of turns you into who you are. But and the best coaches see the world outside of the field.
Hmm.
Um, because that's where it's life is win or loss. Like it's there's only so much you can do playing, all right? Because your time is limited when you're actually doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
But everything else you do affects like what your life is. Um, and that's what I think we missed that part. As far as like how you deal with people, going to school, not going like just if you're working or not. It's the other things that like, okay, if that's not steady, if you don't know how to live that part of your life, what you do on the field doesn't matter because
Yeah.
that's and a lot of coaches, a lot of the bad coaches only focus on I need to get you right for what you're doing. I need to make sure that you're a great athlete and that's it. And I don't care about anything else. And you have to be, it's kind of like a workhorse. When
Mhm.
if you're just, I want you to be my horse and run fast and that's it. I don't care what else you do. I don't care if you eat, sleep, whatever, as long as you're running this race. And those are the worst kind of coaches.
See, and the thing about that, Fondy, like there's like we have a really, really bad issue of what we call daddy ball. So
Mm.
just people with the last names of the coaches and that they're related and like they get praised more than everyone else. They could be the worst player on the team and they will do whatever they want, get whatever they want because of their last name. Daddy ball is a big thing here in Fond du Lac.
Can I ask what high school you went to?
I went to Fond du Lac High School, like the main high school here.
Okay. I just putting two and two together. All right. Yeah, I can attest to that. I kind of lived through that world that you're talking about. Um, to stand out from that, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
Um, what made you want to do track at Marion though?
Well, so I my senior year I tore my hamstring
Okay.
at one of my track meets. So Marion, the coach that was here previously before the coach that's here now, he was at the meet and he was the only coach that didn't pull any offers from me after I tore my hamstring. So
Mm.
like that showed me like, oh, this school, like they want me for more than like my athletic ability. Like they obviously want me here to run track and all that, but like it's deeper in that they saw me go through like a really like serious injury and stayed with me, you know?
I will say the one thing about Marion, and it's not everyone. I will give you this. Not everyone, but more than a few. They look for the human person in it.
Hmm.
Um, they look for the person. Whereas again, there's other people that just like look what you can do for the school or look what
Yeah.
you can do for the team. Um, and you, luckily, you've been around some really good people that I've known that have seen around you. What have you gotten out of Dr. Gray's classes so far? Like, what's the main thing you've taken from him?
The main thing I probably, so I'm only in one of his classes, my first ever class with him, and it's sports rec and programming.
Okay.
It's like right now we're learning about like if the Kirkland Little League World Series was worth it. And that's just like what I haven't really picked up too much. I picked up more from him outside of the class that I have with him. And what he's taught me, like outside of class, is like he should really show me independence and like some sort of leadership because the entire week of me planning for the panel is like I had to be independent the entire time, figure out my questions and figure out like what I need to get to because there's supposed to be someone else co-presenting with me, but he didn't show up. So I had to take it all over and like have it like build it myself. And I took the time out of my day, like my nights and days for that past week to do research on all the coaches, like not base level, like things that would actually make sense and people wouldn't ask or anything like that, you know? Like that's really what he's showing me. I gotta be not independent, but like I gotta show some sort of independence and leadership that I can take control of things when it's needed.
Um, I was talking to someone, I was actually talking to Adeline a couple of days ago. One of the good things, and it's one of the great things that professors do, the good professors, especially Dr. Gray. Dr. Gray is good at this because, so I've never had Dr. Gray never had him as a professor. I'm only
Mhm.
meeting him in the last 2 years, 3 years. Um, what I've seen that he does that is so different than a lot of other professors that gets you guys better, probably better set than anything. It is not necessarily what he's teaching in the class.
Yeah.
It's literally everything else.
Yes, that's what it is
Um,
for me. I don't understand. Like I understand the things to do in class, but like I've learned more from outside of class than inside of class.
And I think that's kind of what and what I've picked up on, that's what he's trying to give you guys. Um, exactly what you just said. And I've talked to him about this. It's easy for any of us to just give you what you should do, what you should say, how you should do that. That doesn't get you ready for anything. That doesn't prepare you for the other business that may come, the other students, other thousands and millions of students that are already out there doing this, like talking to people and planning to have these speaking engagements and stuff like that. Um, it's a matter of you, okay, if this really means something to you, if you really want to succeed, then you have to take it. I can't give it to you.
Yeah,
But do you want to succeed? Because this is how you become successful. Um, and doing exactly what you did. Like it's easy for, like I put it this way, it's easy for me to call you to say, "Hey, Dr. Gray, um, let's get your class to come to the Cubs, come to the organization, come to the building. We're going to do a tour. We're going to get to meet people, um, tour the field, blah blah blah, have lunch. Let's set that up. Let me do that for you. Easy for me to do that. Um, and say, oh, no, just invite the kids, bring them. Sounds like it's takes 2 seconds to do. You know what's better, and this is what Dr. Gray and I came up with. Hey, let's see how they want to plan the trip. Do you want to do this? What do you want to do? What do you want to go to Chicago? Who do you want to connect with? What do you want to do? If tells me how much you want to succeed and what you're looking to learn because us giving you anything doesn't help you, but you wanting the knowledge, you wanting to learn, you wanting to have that experience, you wanting to get more out of it, it only makes you a better person, makes you a stronger candidate, makes you a stronger individual,
yeah.
makes you more of a leader. And so, especially from that talk, when I was there for the class, um, we loved your initiative because it's easy to just say, all right, just give your questions and whatnot and go and let coaches just kind of talk at you instead of having a conversation.
Mhm.
So I was very impressed by like you taking the initiative.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's so many questions I still wanted to ask. We just ran out of time. Like I had like a full page doc of just questions I was gonna spiel out, but I couldn't ask them all.
I saw, yeah, he sent me the questions. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay. And that's why I looked as like this is very impressive. And that's the thing, it always runs out of time. And I was telling Dr. Gray this. It's such a different, like diverse crew of coaches there of different
Mhm.
styles and different because the soccer coach Chris comes from a whole different world of like just from where he's from and his mentality on thing and he's more zen-like and he's more peaceful and he's more patient. Um, and then whereas the basketball coach,
Coach
Tyler,
Jones. Yeah.
is very business oriented, very professional, very, he comes from a different world, comes from a different, he's very direct with things. Um, all successful either way it goes, but you take from it different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was your take from just that conversation in general, just from learning?
I so my favorite one was definitely Coach Gaskin, Coach Chris Gaskin. My
Yes.
question when I asked him what like got him like what was his path to get him to coach the way he does with this philosophy and all that stuff. And what I like what really like hit me with what he was talking about, I forgot where he said he took his trip to. It was somewhere overseas.
Yeah, I
And
remember
he
that.
was talking about how there was kids with just playing with the little squirt water bottle and nothing but shorts that look like rags, and how he came back to his team and was like, you guys should be grateful. There's kids over there that are doing little to nothing with their imagination and just water guns. They're having the time of their life. And then there's people over here that like they're so ungrateful and spoiled if they don't get just a little thing they don't want. It's like the end of the world for them. And that really hit me. It's like because that's such a true thing that not everyone in the world sees, you know?
It's more do you know, and that's it's something that we take for granted as well, the love of it, and that's what it kind of throws me off as far as a coach and a person as well, because like you forget that it's just a game. You forget that like it's not as serious as some coaches and people take it,
Yeah.
you know? Um, and that's what I, for my own coaching philosophy and style in general, and it's like, and I wish a lot of more coaches were like this. It's not life or death. There's so much more to worry about. You're still supposed to enjoy it. Um, which is kind of how I got into coaching is I don't want to be someone who tears a kid down. I would rather have a kid who's not as good like me. Like I wasn't a super basketball athlete. I wasn't a super athlete that way. Was a great person, great help, still could help the team, still could be someone, a good quality person. Um, but I didn't we wouldn't tear those people down. We wouldn't tear those kids down,
Hmm.
you know, because they weren't as good as this next level or this next level. Um, and you build people up by confidence. You build them by inspiration, and you get more out of heart than you get more than talent a lot
Yeah.
of the time.
I truly believe that because I've like the best players in my opinion that I ever played with in high school are the people that had the most heart. 100%. The people that played gritty, grindy, and like played like every game was their last game. Those are my favorite people to play with in high school. They cared more about everything, not just the sport, just about life in general.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you do at Marian? Like, what does your social life look like at Marian?
So I'm my roommate. He's not here right now. He's probably at bowling because he's the bowler. But
Okay,
my roommate, me and him, we have some like I try to talk to everyone I can. Like I don't like not talking to people. So
right.
I talk to everyone in the guy side of the hall, like all of my friends, my next door neighbors, Jordan and Tyler, they're hockey guys, some of my favorite people. I have a friend named Beef and Omar. They're volleyball players. They're chill. They're some of my best friends that I made here. Uh, I we you know how the neighbor setup is, where like right
Yes.
down the hall there's the girls. I talk to a lot of the girls too. They're all pretty cool people, but I don't know. I just try to talk to everyone. Like I don't like not talking to people.
Okay, but what do you do? Like,
Like
I was on campus from Wednesday to Friday. What do humans do besides go to like volleyball or basketball or hockey?
um sit in their dorms or like
Okay.
when it was cold, all we could really do was sit in our dorms. Like it was too cold to do anything. But sit in our dorms, the lounge area, people go in there, like watch a movie or something. But now that it's heating up, people are starting to go out like because right from my window, we have a basketball court.
Yes, it's
So
still there.
like a lot of people like are starting to go back out there to play basketball or just sit outside there. But like I don't know, there hasn't really been many like events going on for like fun stuff to do. It's not like the first semester. There hasn't really been too much right now.
Okay, but it is active, is what you're saying. People are the school. There are students at this campus. It's
Yes.
not just dead, and people just hanging out in their dorms all the time.
Yes, it's still a lively campus. It's just everyone's still inside the buildings due to the fact that it's not super warm out yet.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: what's the one like if there was one thing that you could add to Marion that like would make it, uh, I don't know, whatever, fun or just something different? What would you say? This is what Marion should do.
If there's one thing I would add to Marion that would benefit me and everyone else, football, because I would play football. I think adding a football team would be the best thing and the most like that would
Uh,
be the best thing for Marion and for the students. I think a lot of like what I've asked a lot of students this and a lot of RAs and RHDs and everyone, they would rather go to a football game on Friday or Saturday nights than go to a volleyball game Friday or Saturday nights. And then like everything comes after that, all the fun comes after that, you know?
well, what kind of Marion seems like a dry campus. With the fun, there's fun there.
Yeah, I there it's like it's not dry. Like it's I feel like it's pretty fun. Like
Okay. Well, you're telling me. I am listening to you tell me these things.
I
Um,
mean, like all the houses are still here. The basketball house still where it is. Like
where's the basketball house?
it's on Second Street. Was it there when you were here?
The so all the houses were on campus. So the
Oh,
basketball house used to be either A4 or C5. Like all they were all in the townhouses. And the Greek
all
organizations were across the street.
right. So no,
No. Okay.
the basketball house is on Second Street.
Okay.
The soccer girls' house is around there. Baseball house, the baseball house is the only house that's somewhat on campus. It's across the street by Duplex.
Okay.
But yeah, all the houses like kind of like a 4 or 5 minute drive off campus.
Okay. See, that's where the difference is because all the team houses were on campus. They were in the townhouses.
Oh,
That's probably what the big difference is. Yeah, it was basketball, basketball, kind of a hockey house, soccer, they were all in the townhouses. And baseball was in the townhouses at one point.
mhm.
Hockey was in the courtyards. Hockey and volleyball were in the courtyards.
Yeah,
And so I think maybe that's why, and that's probably why it doesn't, if you moved all the teams off campus, then that makes sense.
yeah. Like
There you
right
go.
now, so Diener got all the freshman basketball guys in CY 21. So like I mean that is like the basketball house, but like it's not really a house. It's just where he wanted all his players at. Then like
Okay.
some of the baseball guys live in there too. And that's like the only place where it's like considered like a house. Like the other courtyards and townhouses are just filled with a mix of everyone.
Gotcha. Um, and I've seen there's still no Greek organizations or talk
Nope.
of Greek. Nope.
I don't think they're ever bringing that back. So one of my friends that I know, she lives in not courtyard duplex, and
Hmm.
she showed me the basement of duplex, and it's like a whole bunch of the old like Sigma Pi stuff and all that stuff like that. All their like memorabilia, all that stuff down their basement still.
Oh, wow. I mean, it's what I've learned at Marian is everything is possible if people want it.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like taking the initiative to how much do you want it. Um, so yeah, it's kind of what basically you want football.
The only thing about football is the expenses of that. We'd have to build another facility for living. A helmet themselves cost like $200 to $300. Pads themselves cost around the same amount. It's like almost every school in our team, like every school in our conference has football teams. It's just we don't, and I feel like it's because of expenses.
You've already heard this talk, apparently.
Yes, I've talked to so many people about this because I would right now I'm all in on rebuilding our track team right now as a freshman. I would 100% be all in on getting a football team started and rebuild it up.
Well, the talk of a football team has been gone. It's been going on for as long as there's been talk of building a new basketball court, basketball gym. So it's it's not a new talk. It's something
Yeah.
that's been, and again, it's always goes back to expenses, expenses, expenses. However, I think the door is kind of opened a little bit with flag football starting this
Yeah,
year.
yeah. They're a pretty small team, but like I feel like it is somewhat of a start for like people opening their eyes to like, wow, if we had football, it would bring in a lot because the coach for flag football, he's been all over the place for recruiting. Like he's a pretty good coach and he's been doing what he's had to do to like put like flag football on the map for Marion and like other cities around for people to actually want to come here, you know?
Absolutely, and that's the thing. That's what I've seen, and he's not the only one. I've seen what he does because Max is all over the place, and got a great name. And even Chris for soccer for getting so many kids out of California,
Oh
like,
my gosh, there's so many people here from California. It's outrageous.
and just the fact that you can go out and recruit and start building a name. Um, and I was again talking to Dr. Gray about, I was talking to Chris about this. You're going to attract bigger names. You're going to attract better athletes. You're going to build up the Marion um, athletic department in general. Which leads to this question. Do you think that there's a ceiling for like athletes in Marion? As far as like, and I was talking about this with Chris. Marion athletes only think they can get so far. Like they don't think achieve like we could win NCAA. We could go further than just winning conference. We can win more than 10 games. Like, do you think there's a ceiling that you see?
I mean, I really think the sky's the limit for everyone because I'm not limiting myself to anything. I'm trying to get as far as I possibly can in track and everything like that. So I would love to be at Marion for all 4 years, but I feel like if I perform at a level to where I could go a higher division, I would take the opportunity, especially like since track is more of an individualized sport. But
Hmm.
there's like a lot of players here and athletes here. It's like the sky is the limit for them. Like they don't have like a place where they want to stop. They want to keep improving for all sports I see. Everyone wants to keep improving as a team. Like even in their individual standpoints where everyone's at. It's like no one wants to stay at like this just simple level. Everyone wants to get higher. They want to all win, obviously win conference and all that. But like our basketball team, like we want to get to nationals this year. Like I'm the manager for the team, so I'm with them pretty much every day. Like I think
Really?
we could make the run for nationals as long as we stick together, and we have been sticking together a lot this year. So
You're
it's
the oh, you are the manager for the basketball team.
yeah, I'm around them every single day.
Oh my God. Oh, here's a conversation. Tell me, how is it like being the manager of the men's basketball team?
It's pretty fun. Like I get embraced like I'm on the team a lot. I pretty much am on the team. I get my gear, go to the games. I It's pretty fun. I got a real close like relationship with Coach Diener and his dad and Coach Jones. So it's like those are my guys. I could always go to them anytime. Then the basketball guys in general, like they're more than just like people or players. Like they're my friends. Like I built genuine connections with these guys.
My freshman year, I was also a manager for the basketball team. Um, one of my good friends, Vernon is a legendary. He should be in the Hall of Fame. He's a legendary manager for the basketball team. You get to see and experience so much, and it's such a the view of it of the team because I mean, you're connected to the players. You're also connected to the coaches, and you're so close to it.
Yes. I'm close to both. Like I'm the middleman to
Yeah,
everything.
it's such a weird spot to be in, but it's so much fun when it's fun. Um, Let me tell you the problem with your team, and you can tell me if I'm wrong.
Hmm.
There's some times where it just looks like your guys don't want it as much as they should want it. Now, am I wrong? Like, it just seems like there are some games where you're just in it. Like, there are teams you clearly should have beaten the crap out of.
Okay, no, I completely agree with that. When we played, it was over the weekend. I'm pretty sure it's Concordia, Chicago. We were beating them by like 15, 20, and
Yes,
the game
that's a
only ended
start.
by
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like we just we get too comfortable, and Diener talks about that a lot. Like we get too comfortable, or like we let go, and we're not playing hard nosed, like kill everyone all the time.
Hmm.
Like yeah, I agree with that. I
That
can
is the main frustration I see because again, I watched the game with a lot of other basketball dudes on the stream. And we're like, the talent is there. It's just like, how bad do they want it? Like you guys, it's so much talent.
yeah.
Um, I'm impressed by the insane amount of three pointers you guys shoot. And
Like, our guy Derek he's been doing his work.
oh my God. And so, um, but yeah, I hope now is the time where it's like the last 3 or 5 games left. I'm considering playoffs included.
Yep.
where everything just locks in. Like if you,
Today's a big day today. We play Concordia at Concordia for the number 4 seed, and if we
uh,
win, we get home playoff.
it's and that's huge. And we've never liked Concord. I will tell you this, because I was watching the game Saturday, and you guys don't, none of you guys know this, but I was watching the game with a bunch of other alumni,
Hmm.
and we do have lives. I will give you this, we do have live. So there's a player on the team who's related to a person in our circle, Michael Matz.
Yep, I know. Yeah, Mike.
Yes. So Michael, so his uncle, his dad, they're all close friends. That's is why this is again, we do have lives and worlds, but again, we want to see what the team does. We follow the
Yeah,
team. Most of us play basketball, but Michael's on the team. So we're watching you guys. We're always watching. Um, but that particular game, it was the anniversary 30 years ago. Again, lane before your time. We played, yeah, it was 30 years ago. We played at that gym, and I was the manager. It's my freshman year. So maybe it wasn't 30 years. It was a long time ago. It was, yeah, it was 30 years ago. Double overtime game in Concordia. The refs completely hated us. Um, so they messed up 3 fouls. That's why I went to double overtime. The team manager, who was not me, was, I think he threw a chair and he got escorted, kicked out of the game. If I'm, yeah. So that would be your role. Yeah, we had to carry the manager off the court. Um, that's why I remember it so well. At Concordia. So I was watching and waiting to see just if there'd be any shenanigans. I'm glad to see you behaved, and we're not. Did not.
I haven't been at the past recent games because of track, so
Okay.
track has been kind of conflicting my schedule of being the team basketball manager.
Okay. Yeah. Don't get kicked off the court.
I'm, I'm,
Kicked out of any
I
game.
think the closest that's ever happened to like it could have been a potential tech was we played at Benedictine and it was a really, really close game. And the senior Derek Linder, he hit a game winner. It was like in the midi, and like me and three other guys were about to rush the court because you're like it was a close game the entire game, and he had a game
Yes.
winner. So we were halfway on the court, but one of the guys pushed us all back. That could have been like a tech that would have got me fired. Diener would have got me out of there so quick.
What's been your most fun trip as far as basketball or track or just like traveling trip with the team?
My probably my funnest trip was when we had our overnight tournament up in Superior for basketball. That was a pretty good tournament. We stayed there for a day. We played Superior and we played North Central. That was a pretty fun
Yes,
tournament
you
because we
guys
stayed
should
in
have
the
beat North
hotel.
Central. Why
We
didn't
should
North
have beat
Central
North
get good?
Central.
Jesus.
Yeah, we should have beat them. But we stayed in the hotel. Like that's like right. Like you could look outside and see Duluth from our hotel.
Okay.
It was so beautiful. That was probably the funnest trip because we stayed overnight and it's like for our first tournament, like for our first games, like I actually got to connect with the team on a different level than just a regular home game. Like I stayed
Hmm.
overnight in the hotels with them and all that,
And those are the best. Again, that's when you build the relationships. Like again, the basketball team, some of my closest friends, and I didn't even play with those guys for two, but I was around them so much. And it's
Mhm.
trips like that that you have those moments with. Um, so I can ask you this because you're connected to them. What do you guys do for food on the road?
So the Diener gives me his card. We get Subway, order home
Oh,
Subway. Like we have a big list that we made at Superior for our first trip. So we take that, we get Subway on away games, like when we're like leaving. If it's like a Saturday game, like when it's home on Wednesdays, no food, but like away, we get Subway. And then
right.
on the way back, we always get pizza. And Diener gets us some pizza.
I mean, he's a big time basketball star. He can afford that, I guess. Just
Yeah,
pull out the.
he has a Marian credit card in his name.
I mean, he's an international famous basketball. I'm sure he's got millions in the bank somewhere.
I,
He's a Fondy legend.
I don't know what he's got. But he's got some.
He's got some, sure. I'm sure the Deaners have a little basketball money hiding away somewhere. Um, What else do you see yourself getting involved in it, Marian? Like as far as leadership roles or like community wise, or like what else do you want to do?
I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty good representative for the freshman class, so I could definitely be a student senate or on the committee or something like that for our freshman class. Because like I feel like out of all the freshmen on campus, like I'm probably like one of the more outgoing and known freshmen that people know. It's like I am here for a sport, but like I'm not just here for my sport. I'm here to get my education and to meet people and connect and network. So like I get myself out there. So I could definitely represent our freshman class. Um, there hasn't really been like much. Like I'm in a student leadership program, so I go to that. But like there hasn't really been too much that I get involved here on Marion.
Why is that?
There just hasn't been anything that caught my eye.
Okay. I mean, and this is something for maybe for you. Like again, what do you want to do at Marriott? Like this is you're in a very unique position that you're outgoing. You play a sport. People like you. You're connected. Um, the world is kind of your oyster of as far as hey, people like I you know how I know people like you and you were not there for this and I saw this happen. It was the weirdest thing, but I've seen it before like when I went to school there.
Hmm.
So I was in the coffee shop Friday. I was in the coffee shop. Um, and you were walking to class or somewhere, and there were like 6 or 7 people in there, these girls. And I was on the laptop talking to Chris, and they were doing whatever. And they saw you walking, and you again, you didn't see any of this. You were walking towards the science building, whatever. And these girls said, "Oh my God, there's Malik. Hey, Malik." Like you clearly couldn't hear you.
What?
It's like, "Oh my God, I love Malik." These like 5 of them. And I'm like, what? Okay, that's crazy. Um, so I know people like you, and this is when I like to tell people, don't limit yourself. Like if you have ideas, if you think this is what I want to do, this is what would change, this is what would make the school better. Because honestly, this is your home. You said
Hmm.
it yourself. You're people love that you're loyal. They love that you're here in the community. If people and again, people embrace you, the world is your oyster to like, hey, this is what I'd like to do. Can we do this? And it's rare because people will give ideas, but they don't have people that will follow behind them.
Yeah.
And but you can be if you're that person, and it's not these people are hard to find to be someone that will follow you with your ideas and your like suggestions and say, hey, if I want to do this, can you sign this? I want to build this club. Can you follow that? I want to do football. What do you think if we had a meeting? Can we have a meeting? Would you come to this meet? Like, even if it you say you represent a freshman, who says you can't represent the whole school? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I understand that. And I feel like I definitely could do that. I have a really good supporting cast of people here, and I feel like I could build it up more and more. Like the more like I get out, because like I know a lot of people, but I don't know everyone,
Right.
and I feel like I could connect to everyone in some way or another. You know?
I, as a person who has connected with everyone, I hear you. And it's again, you're just being you. Just it's still. I said it in one of the class. I don't know if you were in there. Um, the one thing about being a leader, being a good leader, is people see you even when you're not. Like no matter what you're doing, you're representing yourself. You're showing everything that people want to look for just by being you. Again,
Hmm.
you didn't even know these girls were looking at you. You didn't know these people were looking at you, yet already supporting you. So just being you and doing the things that you do daily and just following your own path, um, that sets leadership. That sets a good remark for you. So
Yeah.
absolutely. All right. So when does track end? Like when? How long does the track season go?
So I have to like May, but it could be longer if I do good enough to qualify for nationals.
All right. So what do you have to do to get better? Is the question.
Right here, if you can see that, it's a paper right there.
Yes.
This is the score record that I plan on beating.
Mm.
It's my reminder every day. So I sit here every day and I look up, and that's what I see is that record that I have to beat. So I had to run fast, work hard to get what I need to do what I need to do. That's pretty much my goal. Just continue to work hard, and get to my goals, you know.
What's the most difficult thing that you've run into at Marian?
Uh the only difficult things have been for me is like it's been just mental.
How so?
Like I feel like over the time I've been here, like there's been a lot of loss to people in my life, and like staying like focused for class and like trying to manage everything. Like my time management's been really bad. So it's mainly been like mental and me trying to figure out myself while being like trying to form into a true adult, you know?
And that's never going to be easy. There's things you can do because I'm the same way. I used to be the same way. You think you can just handle things just kind of taking it and you don't realize that there are certain, and it doesn't make you weak. There are certain things you need to do to like get yourself straight. Like I didn't know that my life had to be based on this, basically a planner. Like I have to like write things down. Um, Sometimes if I lose focus, like again, I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. And like you talk about losses and mental stuff. Sometimes the focus is just, all right, I need to make sure I have this, this, and this so that this stays straight. Um, I did this a lot when I coach. It's just like it's easy to get wrapped up in everything else. You have to get your mind, whatever that takes to make your mind focus. Whether it's music, whether it's saying, hey, I got to dip out and just like have 30 minutes or an hour in just my own head of getting my mindset or listening to certain songs. Like I'll listen to certain songs just as cheesy as it sounds, just to get my head right, get my head focused. And it's
I don't
like,
believe that's cheesy at all. I listen to music 24/7. Like music is my like gateway to everything.
what do you listen to?
So I listen to everything. So right now, my most like created playlist is 96 hours and 72 minutes, and it's rock and roll music. Then like I listen to alternative music, R&B,
So like
rap.
who are you
And,
listening
like
to right now?
right now, my favorite artist right now is Frank Ocean.
Frank, oh, still?
He, yeah,
He
Frank Ocean.
isn't Frank Ocean is, you know what? I'd love if he put out another song.
I would love. Oh my, if he put out the last time he released a song, I was in elementary school.
All right, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like I love if he, and it's always the weird thing about Frank is it's every summer it's like I think Frank's gonna do something now. I think Frank's gonna do something now, and he never does, which
Exactly.
is crazy.
It's weird. The only thing that's been like recent of him is like you know how he's heterosexual, so he has a boyfriend, right?
Yes.
On a like his boyfriend's a UFC fighter. It was like a preview to like upcoming match, and Frank Ocean had a snippet of a song in it, and I found the unreleased version of it. So now I have the unreleased version of it that I can listen to.
Okay.
So that's the newest music I got from Frank.
All right. Yeah. I mean, that's how he is. But again, you're not the first person to say that's who I listen to the most. Who else are you listening to?
Uh, let's Frank Ocean for sure. That's number one. I ASAP Rocky, if you know who that is.
How old do you think I am, dude?
Uh, I
I
think
don't, you know what? I will say this. I'm just getting into the new album because I did not like Rocky at all.
uh
But now this, I like that I don't know what it is about this one, this new album that's kind of like, all right, I kind of get it because you're kind of being, I get it now a little bit.
so if you listen to the new album, have you listened to Stay Here for Life?
Yes.
That's a beautiful song. That's a great song.
And
That's one
that's
of the best songs on the album.
Okay, yeah, that's and I think he's kind of won me over a little bit. Like, okay, I know, because I thought he was what I used to think he was trying too hard before,
Hmm.
and now it seems he's like fallen into being comfortable and like I'm just gonna. I love artists that try like I'm not trying to sell you music. I'm
Yeah,
giving you my art. And it seems like he's fallen back into I'm giving you art because I don't need to. I'm married to Rihanna. I got billions of dollars. I don't need to like sell this album, but I will give you what I think is pretty cool. So,
that's yeah, yeah. Him, he's probably one of my better artists. G Herbo, Chicago legend. I listen to him a lot. Do you know who G Herbo is?
I'm actually friends with someone who's friends with G Herbo.
G Herbo, his newest album that just came out called Lil Herb. It's a
Yeah.
great album. When Again is a really like
When again,
When Again's
yes.
a really good song. That's
I
a
was more of a Dirk person.
I don't know. I don't like Lil Durk that much. He's like I don't know. He's not for me.
He's not for, apparently Dirk isn't for a lot of people, but yeah, I was more of a Dirk person. I just G Herbo's art. I like G Herbo. I was more Dirk than anything. So
Yeah, G Herb G Herbo's probably he's up there. Drake. I've always listened to Drake. Drake is like my top five artists ever.
you're more of a Drake than a Kendrick guy?
Nah, I like Kendrick. I
Okay.
like Kendrick's like old songs. Like a song that like I listen to like on repeat is The Recipe with him and Dr. Dre
Okay.
and I'm Real and Poetic Justice. But my mom like we used to have a CD, like a CD player in our one of our old cars, and she
Yeah.
used to play that album, only that album.
All
So
right.
like I would hear those songs so often as a kid, and now that I'm like older, I can actually like understand what he's saying in the music.
Yeah.
And plus, my mom used to call me Kendrick Lamar. I used to look like Kendrick Lamar when I was younger.
Okay, I can see
I had a
that.
haircut and everything.
That's awesome. All right. So I've already taken up too much of your time. What's next for you? There's a game today. Well, but by the time this is put out, the game will be over. You guys should win because it's Concordia. If you guys don't beat Concordia, you tell
See,
Dina
the
I'm gonna
thing
have a
is,
serious problem.
we lost them early in the season because there was just a lot of dumb stuff going on. And their D1 transferred down. Like, he's like their main guy. Like,
Yeah,
he's like him and Verhagen, number zero on their team, are like our biggest problems. If we shut them down, we win because their teams are nothing without them.
absolutely. You guys go in these. Oh, now I'm getting too basketball-y. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I'm I'm expecting to win. I would love to be able to come back to Marion the next time, which I don't ever go to Fond du Lac, believe it or not. The last time I was at Fondy basketball game, um, the guys clinched going to the NCAA's. I would love to go to a playoff home game,
If I pray that we beat CU Dub tonight so we can get our playoff win.
and I would love to see a huge crowd to come out for that as well. So
Mhm.
yeah, we got it. I would love to see some work done. Um, so you got that. The season goes to March or May, depending on not. But what else is for you? What is your spring and summer look like beyond Marion?
Spring and summer, I'm probably just gonna work and get my just work and work out so I can get better for the next year and make a lot of money for this year. Because I mean, my tuition is gonna be like a lot because I'm potentially being an RA next year. So it's like
Mm,
I don't have to pay room and board and food expenses next year potentially. I'm just gonna work and save up a lot of money. It's
a
really all I can
leadership
do.
role is what you're saying.
Yeah,
See, look at you. You're already setting yourself up to succeed. I like it.
thank you.
Um, and you're going to live on campus. You're going to stay on campus all summer. You're going to live in Fond du Lac.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be at home so I don't have to pay anything extra. Live at home with my mom, get my money up, see my friends, work out for track, and just live. Simple summer, not too much.
There you go. I love it. I love it. All right. I ask this question to everyone who comes on the podcast. Tell me the one movie or TV show that you watch that you know it's probably bad, but you will watch it every time it's on TV.
I would I don't know how people feel. It's hit or miss. Like SpongeBob is my favorite. SpongeBob is like my favorite of all time. I have a
Okay.
SpongeBob pillow up in my bunk right now that I got it when I was a baby, and it's flat and everything. But I sleep with it every night. I just have a SpongeBob is my thing. I will watch SpongeBob anywhere, no matter when.
All right. No, that's good. Hey, I love it. Add it to the list. Um, all right. As we finish this off, tell me the one thing about you that nobody knows.
Um, I'm like low key very quiet. Like when I'm not around people or anything, I'm very to myself and quiet. Like outside of like how people view me, like people view me differently than how I am when I'm like alone. Like I'm extremely like I'm an introvert. Like I'm just quiet. I like being by myself, but I'm never by myself that much, you know? It's like I'm like the polar opposite of how I present myself.
Okay, I know how that goes. Yeah. I actually got a text message. Question. Tell me something fun that you do in Fond du Lac. Is that the answer?
I don't yeah, that's the answer. I don't even know how to answer that. It's
I
not
think you
really
just
fun.
answered it, actually. I think you just answered it.